The rays of sunlight had light up Jungkook's room. The melody bird song was in the silence of a running air conditioner. Slowly, that Jungkook's eyes were open, seeking out the sunlight, the window, and blind him. He blinked, closing his eyes, and blinked again, tried to adjust that light. He opened his eyes slowly and looked at the figure in front of him. Ona. He muttered in surprise and looked carefully. His eyes shot up, and in reality were turned upon him and sat up straight. As he realized it was Taehyung, he stared at his face for a few minutes, and then shifted his gaze toward Aien, who was asleep, glued to Taehyung. He dragged his feet out of the bed, rubbed his onto their eyes, spread the curtains, and went to the washroom to freshen up. After some time, he came out of the washroom. Taehyung and Aien were still asleep. They looked at the wall clock, which was saying 10:32 a.m., left the room and went downstairs. "Good morning," Jungkook said as he entered the lounge to everyone. "Good morning," everyone replied. Mom stood up for his place, took Jungkook's face in her hand, kissed her forehead, and said, "I'm sorry, son. I was not there when you needed me." "It's okay, Mom," Jungkook replied, looking into her eyes. "Insist us to help us. Fight with us. When you leave you alone in that situation, the silence will eat you," Mom said with the tear-filled eyes. Jungkook wiped her tears and hugged her. He kissed her mom head. He was taller than her. "How is Aien now?" Namjoon said. "We wanted to see her last night, but Job said she was sleeping. She's fine." Jungkook having a sign. "Yesterday was a nightmare." "Let's sit down," Mom said and broke the hug. "Where is she? Did you left her alone in the room?" "Aien is still asleep, Dad." Jungkook replied. Everyone looked at him questioningly because Jungkook has never left her alone before. "I'll sit with her then," Job said and stood up for the sofa. "Job, it's not needed. Aien is with Taehyung." "Okay, so she's in Taehyung's room. I can keep her company too." Taehyung will get bored. Job started to move. "He's asleep too," Jungkook replied and stopped. "I'll Job in his drink. In my room." He completed the sentence and looked at the distance. Job and looked at Namjoon, and a smile of happiness appeared on their faces. They were feeling happy that at least it was allowing him to trust their bond. Mom and Dad seemed happy too. They felt something moving on his face and opened his eyes immediately in fear. They lowered his eyes. Aien was staring at him and realized that Aien was carrying his face with her small hand. They having a sign in relief and kissed Ain's hand. "Aien, you have scared your Umma, but don't tell anyone, okay? It's our secret," they said with a smile to which Aien smiled. They were looking around, and that he was still in Jungkook's room. They slightly raised his elbow and peeked at that other side of the bed, but that Jungkook might be asleep or won't know about there. But the other end of the bed was empty. "What have you done?" They mentally facepalmed himself. "What's your daddy will think about me now? How will we get downstairs?" he said. They thought for a minute and then said with a smile, "He might have gone for the hospital. Aien is so fine. It's very likely he has gone to the hospital, like, let's go down." They said with a cheerful tone. He straightened his dress and went downstairs with Aien in his hold. "I asked Minjin to instruct me how to clean you up. Okay? Amma doesn't know," they said to Aien because he had no idea how to clean up Aien in the morning and thought he would take a shower as well after that. She's here, Job called out loudly when he saw him coming toward the lounge. Good morning, Taehyung greeted everyone and heard the several good morning in reply. Give my daughter to me, Dad said while moving his head toward Taehyung with the direction and gave to Aien. Aien, Grandpa was waiting for you. How are you, my child? Dad was taking with Aien. She still looked pale. Namjoon sat and sat on the knees in front of Aien and kissed her cheeks and then her hand. Did she sleep well? Mom asked Taehyung. Yes, Mom, they replied with a smile. Why is everyone home? They asked in surprise. We all took to leave for spend our day with Aien. They smiled and replied, everyone but Aien. Really what? Jungkook, why are you sitting so far away? Are you okay? Dad said suddenly, and they froze at his place, while mouth were open hearing Dad's words. He moved his head slightly and realized Jungkook was sitting at the other end of the lounge, silently looking at them. Dad, I'm fine. The breakfast is ready. I'll freshen up first. They said and hurriedly climbed the stairs. He entered his room, closed the door, and stood there, while back were pressing on the door. Everything is fine, Tae. Breathe in, breathe out. Don't let the situation get on you enough, they said, keeping his hand on his stopping guard. It was not my fault. He told me to stay away, and I fell asleep unintentionally. How can it be my fault? They convinced themselves with the part. Smart me, they added proudly and mentally facepalmed himself. Job, I'm asking you the last time. Will you help me or not? Taehyung asked Aien, Tae, why do I always land in such a situation? He added. I thought you were the only person who could do that. But I think I should ask Namjoon for help. It's okay, I don't mind, they said with a puppy-dot expression. They started walking away when Job said, Let me think. A smile was appeared on his face. He was acting all along. He knew after hearing Namjoon's word, Job would definitely help him. You can do it, I know, they said, and hugged Job. Jungkook was sitting on the bed with Aien, close, watching her rhymes. Lying on his chest, the door of his room was open. Job and Taehyung were stopped beside the door. Best of luck, they mumbled. Job nodded his head, took a deep breath, and entered the room. Cook, are you okay? Job said, and Jungkook will look at him with a more violent stare. Job with narrowed eyes. I'm fine. What happened to me? Jungkook asked in confusion. I thought... Job shuddered again, and a cold sweat formed on his forehead. Job, are you okay? If you want to say something, you can say it. Jungkook replied. Job moved his head toward the door. Taehyung signed him to say further. Jungkook followed Job's gaze, and Taehyung moved backward hurriedly.